hello, Dungeoneers! Welcome! Thank you so much for being here, for joining us for our triumphant return to Twitch. And let me be the first to wish you a very, very happy holiday, and welcome you to a very humble holiday. Hi, everybody!
Head roasting on an open fire. What's moving, I don't know.
There it is. Yeah, that's good. Huh? Oh, Kay, if this doesn't work out, you've got a great career ahead of you as a holiday crooner.
Oh, perfect.
Got this.
I'm just gonna do a drag show where I'm just Frank Sinatra in drag the whole time.
Perfect.
That's good.
Perfect.
I love it.
That's making my
I actually like that.
right.
So everybody, what we are going to be doing for tonight and for the next several Mondays is we are going to be playing Humblewood, which is a campaign setting book compatible with Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, which allows you to adventure as birds, bunnies, and all manner of woodland creatures. Though tonight we are going to be following the capers of 4 denizens of Central Park, Humblewood does offer a huge, far-flung, fantastical forest to explore, and even a pre-written adventure in there right out of the box. So if you like what you see here tonight, feel free to go ahead and check that out. But we will all be furry friends this evening for your enjoyment. And we couldn't be happier. I'm very excited because, as you can see, I've arrayed some of my many animal companions up behind us. I'm a big animal fan, and so this is going to be a good one for me. But with all that said, I'd love to throw it over, Campbell, to you for a giveaway announcement.
Giveaway corner.
Giveaway corner.
Oh boy. All right. Y'all who have been here before knows how it works, which is that I will come up with something that you post to our most recent. If you go to our Instagram right now, there's a picture of me and Trevor. That's our latest post. When the time comes, you will enter whatever the thing is that I come up with magically in the next hour and a half. God me. And you'll enter that on that latest Instagram.
It's so secretive, not even we know it.
Not even we know. And you are entering to win the following 3 items.
Wow! We can't. It is the giving season after all.
It is the first of them from our wonderful sponsor, who we will be sharing a table with at PAX Unplugged coming up later this week, December 1st through 3rd. You will see Ned. You will see Kay. You will see Trevor. You will see Tyler. You will not see me, and I will be so sad. But in the meantime, Modern Artivist has given us these sparkly, star at the top of the tree dices.
Perfect.
You are entering to win those from our sponsor, Modern Artifice, who you can also find at etsy.com/shop/Modern Artifice, and you can enter our code GOON10 to get 10% off your order. You are also entering to win a never-before-seen sticker that I just showed the other goons for the first time, and Tyler has actually never seen yet.
He hasn't seen it.
You are also entering to win this never before
Great
sticker.
Scott!
There it is.
Great Scott! And thirdly, you get to choose what you on our in our Etsy shop right now. We have a refurbished Goon official names shirt that now includes Olaf and Pasha, and you can let us know the color and the size you prefer, and we will ship it right to your house. So you get dice, you get a sticker, and you get a Goon official names shirt for our giveaway.
Just for hanging out and watching. Can you believe
Just
it?
for hanging out.
I don't even have that shirt yet.
I know. Me neither. But yes, your own home. Who said that? My own home.
That was actually Anne.
Actually Anne.
Your own home.
Yeah, we'll send it to you.
Straight to you. In the past, we have had probably more of a need for a content warning here. I think we'll probably be safe, but you never know. So just general content warning for us being who we are and this being an improvised adventure. Back to you, Trev.
Speak for yourself, Toots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Foul language and insanity is surely to follow, so please engage at your own discretion. Oh, excellent. Well, okay, great. So, for a little icy breaker tonight, just to get us back into the groove. It's been a while since we've been on Twitch, so to get the juices flowing, so to speak. I just wanted to ask what everyone's and everybody in the chat, please feel free to sound off. Post in the chat your answers as well. But I just wanted to see, since we are doing a animal themed stream, what is everybody's favorite animal and why?
I got one.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
go.
Come here, my favorite animal.
Oh, it really
This
are.
one.
Oh,
All right, friends, mark off your bingo cards.
It's
This is my favorite animal. His name's Zuma, and he does not want to be on stream right now.
He's a very private person.
I
Zuma
hate
is.
this mom.
More generally, though, I have to say, it should come as no surprise. Great old one, warlock that I am. I'm a big fan of the octopus.
Yes,
It's an excellent pick. It's an
They're
excellent
very smart. They're very weird. And when I'm feeling particularly malicious, they are particularly delicious. So
Ooh, oh.
I feel bad about it every time, but boy, do they taste good.
Well, listen, man, they could taste worse. That's really on them.
I thought
Yeah,
you
I
meant
know.
that in like an existential way. Like when I'm feeling
I mean-
particularly, they are particularly. I liked it. I liked all of it.
It works on several levels.
I didn't realize for a second that you actually meant eating them. But I'm back now.
It is beyond even my own comprehension, Campbell.
My ardent belief that once human beings have gone extinct, it will be either octopi or squid who inherit the Earth next and become the
Oh.
apex of planet Earth.
Man, giant squids scared the shit out of me.
Does anybody remember that on Animal Planet all those years ago that like the future is wild, where it was like it was like a show about speculative zoology about what animals would live on the planet like 1 million years in the future? And one of them is this giant elephant squid. It was crazy. Chat, does anybody remember this thing? I cannot be the only one. I cannot
Trevor,
be
you
the
just
only
saw
one
it.
out there who
Sarah
watched.
says
You just,
yes, that was crazy.
Yeah!
Trevor, you just gave me the opportunity to say what no one wants to hear, which is one of my favorite facts about octopuses, which is that in the 70s or 80s, there was a huge Latin revival movement among English-speaking linguists. And a lot of words that end in US, such as alumnus, we started pluralizing as alumni or, blah, 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 blah. Octopus is not a Latin word, it is a Greek word. So the proper pluralization for octopus would be either octopuses or, drumroll please, octopodes.
Octopodes! I thought you were going to say
Octopodes.
octopussy.
Sounds like a Greek hero.
He really does, doesn't he?
Uh-huh.
I'm just imagining the octopus from The Emperor's New Groove when they all the soldiers turn into the animals.
Yes.
Just the one that's like, nobody lives forever, charge! Like that stuff.
I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home?
You're
Yes, fine, you can go home.
Trevor from the chat, Epic
Uh-huh.
Fail says, "Wait, Trev, share your fun fact about moose."
Oh, I was just at home.
I mean,
I
meese?
was just back home and shared a moose fact. That special shout out. Yeah, this is a good one. So once moose reach adulthood, their only natural predator is orcas. Isn't that
Wait. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense because they're from very cold climates and they go for a swim because they can swim too.
They're excellent swimmers, and they also they
But
can
not
hold
as
their
good as
breath for a
orcas.
really long time, and they oftentimes will dive to get kelp and seaweed and feed on things of that nature. They can dive like up to 50 feet
What?
to down under the water to graze
Imagine swimming
on kelp.
and seeing a moose.
And just
come at
seeing
you.
a fucking moose?
And then imagine seeing a moose and seeing an orca come out of nowhere and attack the moose. You're just scuba diving, having a fine time, and then this happens. Nature's crazy. So there's my fact.
Crazy.
My girlfriend Kelly has a awful fear of deep dark waters,
Uh-huh.
and what you just described must be the worst living nightmare she could possibly imagine.
What's that phobia again? Thalassophobia.
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 Ocean.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's the one. My favorite animal right now is a groundhog.
Of course.
And I
Aw.
don't know what happened, but one day I woke up and I was just like, I need to see groundhogs. Like when we're driving, I just stare out the window until I see a groundhog, and I'm like, there it is, and I'm like, whew, okay, I feel better. Something about groundhogs, they're too big to be rodents, and they're too small to be anything else, and I just find them terribly charming.
We love the capybara for the same reason. We're
Yes,
a fan of
love a
large
capybara.
rodents in this house.
Alan! I just think of that
Oh, it's
video.
not Alan. Steve! Classic.
My favorite animal on the planet is the elephant.
That's an excellent choice.
I love elephants so much. And I love baby elephants. And I love big elephants. And I love old elephants. They're just so awesome. They're just so cool. And they're so friggin' smart. That's all.
It's a good choice.
It's an excellent choice. They mourn their dead elephants. It's been commonly observed when a member of their herd will pass away. They'll have like little ceremonies. They'll have little funerals for members of their herd when they pass away. They're very intelligent. Also, the researchers have concluded that they think we're cute. The same parts of their brains fire when they see us as our brains do when we see puppies. So they think we're cute.
Aww.
And Adam Savage confirmed that they are in fact afraid of mice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's cute.
That's cool.
Although, to be fair, the way I actually just heard this today, the way he confirmed it was they did a Mythbusters kind of thing where they hid a mouse in like a hollowed out piece of elephant dung, and then very quickly moved the dung away and like a mouse, and the elephant did kind of like tiptoe around it like what's that? Although to be fair, if I saw a mouse crawling out of my dung, I think I'd be pretty scared too.
Yeah, I'd be terrified.
That's fair.
I wanted to. Somebody just said something in the chat. I wanted to share. Tory Birdie says baby elephants suck their trunks like babies suck their thumbs.
Aww.
See, this is why I was
Babies.
excited to do this one. Is because it's just going to be like animal facts sprinkled all throughout the stream. We're all going to be.
Trevor, you're going to be
much.
unstoppable.
I know. We're gonna learn. This is going to be fun. This is going to be like an eyewitness stream.
It's gonna be like an episode of Wildcrats.
Oh my God, Zaboomafoo. Let's go. Okay.
Zaboomafoo. Do you remember on Zaboomafoo when that guy, they were looking at chameleons and that guy made his eyes go in two different directions?
Of course I do. I remember everything about
Wait, you mean Marty Feldman?
Oh no, but I know he had like a condition that his eyes went two different directions. Yeah,
Two different directions.
The guy could do it on command. It's very spooky.
Whoa.
Talent.
Talent.
Ty, do you have a favorite animal?
I do, and it's ever since I was little, my favorite animal has just been the rhinoceros.
Oh,
It's hard to argue with.
or how.
that tracks.
Yeah, but
yes,
it just
does.
it got in my head, and I've loved it ever since. And I got to see them up and close when we went to South Africa. We went on we stayed on like a game lodge, and I got to do like a horseback riding trip, and like was within 40 yards of like a couple rhinos, and the one like scratched against a tree, and the sound from like that far was just so cool. Like hearing his rough hide just like itching himself on the tree, I was just like, all right, that's cool.
That's so sweet.
That's my favorite animal.
They're so
Yeah,
cool.
they're just like tanks. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I buy
And
that.
their horns are made of hair, fun fact.
What?
Yeah. The horn is just like, it's just hardened hair follicles all
Sometimes
smushed
animal
together.
facts get
Yeah,
to
What?
I know, it's weird. Yeah. Yeah, it's not bone, it's hair. Isn't that
That's
something?
wild.
This one talk about eyewitness, so strap in, folks, because
The more you know.
the more you know.
Wait, do it as Pasha like you did in the cold open.
The more you know. Oh,
Still my
okay.
favorite.
Oh, talking.
I love that. Oh, talking.
Well, with all that said, are we ready to dive in here, friends? I think we're ready
I'm
to
so
kick off.
freaking nervous. We haven't done this in such a long time.
Let's do
How do I
it!
play this game again?
I don't know.
Between the
We'll figure
lions.
it out.
Yes, Anne.
We'll figure it out. All right.
I have
Well, so
dice.
with all of that said, why don't we take a moment here to close our eyes, and everybody at home, you can do this with us as well. But close your eyes, take a deep breath, and transport yourselves to the far, foggy realm of New York City. In the very heart of the jungle of concrete and steel that is New York City lies an oasis of fresh air and nature. Though this land has long been overtaken by mankind and their endless constructions, the park has long acted as a respite and place of plenty for all manner of humble folk. Though it is unseasonably warm this holiday season, it has done little to dampen the spirits of one Alan Shepard, a 9-year-old human boy who comes to the park almost every day to visit with his very most favorite animal friends. Though humble folk often have difficulty understanding human beings because of that funny way they talk, Alan has always been understandable and been able to understand you, despite, or perhaps because, of his young age. His straight red hair is shaped into a traditional kid's cut, clearly picked out by a parent, and his thick horn-rimmed glasses are fogging slightly in the unseasonable humidity as he strides with purpose along the pedestrian pathways, his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle backpack swaying heavily, laden with schoolwork and National Geographic magazines. As he makes his way around the park, he comes to a familiar park bench dedicated to former U.S. President and FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover. As he approaches the bench, he beams with excitement and quickens his pace as he makes his way over, and instead of sitting, he knocks gently on the boards of the seat of the bench, rapping a few soft times to awaken whomever may be dwelling beneath, and says, "Hi, hello, Tracy. I want you to have a hot dog." Oh, we can't hear you. I can't hear you, Kay. I don't know if it's just you.
Sorry about that. Wait, hold on. I have a thing for this. But I forgot to do this first. And then I'm going to do this. Okay. A raccoon pokes her head out from underneath the park bench, dedicated to the late great J. Edgar Hoover. Yes, he was a controversial figure, but he did a lot of good. Shut up. He pokes her head out with a long trench coat that trails behind her. You would think at a glance that perhaps it looks long enough to maybe hide 2 other raccoon friends that she could stand atop, just in case she needed to sneak into an R-rated movie. She pokes her head out at Alan and says, "Hey, kid, what's going on?"
"Hi, I found this hot dog in the trash can. I thought you might wanted it."
"Oh, yeah, dibs." With 2 grabby hands.
Yeah, you reach up with her. I'm just picturing the 2 grabby hands coming up from underneath the park bench.
Oh
my gosh! Hey, this is tops, kid. You know, with my brains and your looks, we could go places.
I go places all the time.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Anyway, thanks for the hot dog.
You're welcome. Are you going to wash it? I learned in school that raccoons sometimes wash their food before they eat it.
Well, you know, I could, if there's a source of running water nearby. But, you know, you're used to having running water all the time, kid. You've had your bread buttered on both sides since the day you were born.
That's true.
Around here, I gotta wait until I have the good opportunity. For now, I think this hot dog looks and smells delicious. I don't really think I want to wait. And she takes a big old bite out of it.
I hope when I grow up, Tracy, I'm as hard-boiled and streetwise as you.
Oh, God, kid. I wish the opposite. I hope you stay young forever. This city has chewed me up and spit me out, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Oh, that doesn't sound very nice. Have you asked it to maybe wash its teeth first so its breath smells better at least?
Kid, this city wouldn't give me the skin off a grape.
Oh. My mom sometimes for Halloween peels grapes and puts them in a bowl and says they're eyeballs.
That sounds like a tremendous waste of grape skins.
Yeah, I thought so too, but it's fun sometimes. It's fun. I know what an eyeball feels like now.
Oh my god.
Sounds awfully spooky.
Yeah.
So what are you up to, kid? What's going on?
Well, Tracy, I wanted to come see you and invite you to my birthday party this year. I'm very excited. Yeah. Usually my birthday is so close to all the other holidays that it kind of gets forgotten. But this year is different. This year, we rented the Safari Playground. And I'm going to be there with all of my friends. And I wanted to make sure that all of my animal friends were there as well. Would you want to come?
You know what, kid? Ordinarily, I don't like being around people. I like how my neck looks without a collar. But, for you, Alan, I like you. I think I'll go to this party of yours.
Oh,
Oh, that's great news. I'm really excited. Okay, that'll be fun. It'll be at the Safari Playground coming up. I can't wait. You don't have to bring me a present or anything. I just want to see you there, Tracy.
That's good, because I don't have much in the way of presents unless you like snacks that I fished out of the trash.
I do.
Oh. Well, in that case, maybe I'll bring you some roasted chestnuts.
Oh, that sounds wonderful, Tracy. Thank you. Okay, I got a bunch of other people that I gotta go give invitations to, but it was good to see you.
Stay young, Alan. Stay young, kiddo.
I'm devastated by this campaign. Oh no! Oh no!
you haven't even started yet, Campbell.
Jesus.
As Alan is walking off into the distance, you just hear Tracy say to no one in particular, "That kid's gonna be a real lady killer one of these days. But don't get any ideas. I ain't no lady."
Oh my god! Watching you sit back with such pride. Okay? really a joy.
Oh boy, I have been watching so much film noir lately.
Hell
So
yeah.
good.
That's fun. Oh, that's
Gold.
fun. Okay, great. So Alan picks himself up and carries on. Oh my god.
Did Dusty just get a mouse?
I think Dusty has been. Oh god. I'm so sorry. I have to go take a mouse away from Dusty. This is not the way to start this stream. No.
And during our Humblewood campaign?
During our Humblewood campaign, Dusty catches a mouse on stream.
Murder kill.
Nature at its finest.
Guest appearance by Trevor in Campbell's stream window right there.
Good girl, Dusty. You protect the house so good.
Wow. I bet that mouse is real sorry. Sorry he got caught.
Ba, 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 ba.
Hey, that's one of my people.
He's running all the way outside to release this mouse. He's running down 3 flights of stairs right now.
Oh, that's
Good
you
job,
can't make
Dusty.
that stuff up. That just
That
Man.
can happen live.
that's just good, clean fun right there.
She's a working girl.
Let's put a F in the chat for that mouse.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
That's in the chat for that poor mouse.
I mean, honestly, it sounds like a win. Trevor saved it. So
Yeah.
now that mouse has a good story to go tell its friends. Hey, don't go up to that apartment. There's a crazy cat up there.
There's
But
a
don't worry,
crazy
it's human.
cat.
It's like smashing a bottle of champagne against a ship.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, F's in the chat for
For that poor
Dusty's
mouse.
victim. Okay, wow, what an auspicious way to start.
Hey, we said we were going to get a glimpse into the animal kingdom.
And boy,
We
did
just
we.
got
Nature,
it.
man,
We
nature.
just had it.
Oh boy.
That's the world we're living in. Okay, great.
Anti-Renum Frau says, Mouse, I almost died, but this tall guy saved me.
Wow.
Oh my god, she was sitting there all day and she finally got it. Just as the stream
almost
started.
got
How
it.
about that? How about that? Okay, all right, great. Where was I? Yes, indeed.
Like holiday music still playing gently in the background.
Yep.
Okay. So moving on, he leaves Tracy behind under her park bench and
Oh my God!
on.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I forgot. I should have put up real quick. Let me just put up. I forgot to put up Tracy's character art.
Oh,
yeah.
Had I been
yes,
less
of course.
focused on all of my film noirisms, I would have remembered to put that up during our
Naturally.
scene.
No, that's all
How
right.
dare you be a
it's good
character,
after the fact.
Tracy.
There she is.
Nice.
Tracy.
Yeah, that's me, all right.
Tracy. Okay.
Tracy.
So Alan
A mug
carries
only a
on-
mother could love.
and me. So Alan carries on. He continues circling by some an array of park benches here in Central Park until he comes to one particularly sunny bench, a bench that he knows that the leaves of the trees are arrayed in such a way that it always gets access to the sun and always has great light. And where there is great light, he knows he can find another of his dear friends. So he goes and sits at this sunny park bench. His legs aren't long enough quite to when he sits to reach the ground, and so he's just kind of swinging his feet here for a little bit, sitting on a park bench, and he just holds up one finger into the air and just sits like clapping his other hand on his knees, swinging his feet, just kind of looking around, waiting.
And then you hear, and also clang, 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 of like tons of costume jewelry clanking against itself as Omirah and lands, alights upon Alan's finger and goes, Alan, are they looking?
Hi, Omirah. They're always looking. You look beautiful today.
Thank you, Alan. Alan, do you know what you're going to do for your spring musical?
The spring musical? I don't know. I think they're doing Hamilton again.
Hamilton again!
Oh my
Alan!
God.
You need to be educated in the classics, Alan. Have you ever heard of Anything Goes?
Is that where I get to do whatever I want?
Absolutely not, Alan. It's where you must sing and you must tap. And you must do it all in a sailor suit.
Wow. Wow, Omirah, that sounds like a lot.
Alan,
Yeah.
did I ever tell you about the time that I was in 12 episodes of Sex in the City?
No, wow, that sounds amazing. I knew you were in movies, but that's crazy.
Alan, are you old enough to watch Sex in the City?
Well, Omirah, let's just say I know a lot of facts about birds and bees.
Well, then I am trapped between the British dialect I'm doing in the play that I'm in right now, the Southern dialect that I just usually do when we're on stream, and someplace in hell. But we're
Campbell, you literally just described to a T the transatlantic dialect. You're nailing it.
I know, that's just what it is. Oh, we have some. Alan is 9 years old. For those asking in the chat, he's a 9-year-old boy.
Alan,
Yeah, Omirah.
did you know the reason why Sarah Jessica Parker and Kim Cattrall never got along on Sex in the City?
No.
Well, I do,
Oh.
and I will take it to my grave. Now, what did you learn in school today, Alan?
Today I learned that Tyrannosaurus Rexes turned into chickens.
That doesn't sound right. What do you mean?
Well,
Tyrannosaurus Rexes turned into chickens.
well, Tyrannosaurus Rexes don't exist anymore because they got blown up by a big rock. And now, but some dinosaurs lived, and the dinosaurs that lived became birds, like you, Omirah. You a dinosaur.
A dinosaur!
Yeah.
What kind of dinosaur do you think I am descended from?
I think you are from the Almirasaurus, who was the most beautiful dinosaur that ever lived, and all the dinosaurs wanted to put the Almirasaurus in their movies.
Oh, Alan. And then when he says wanted to put that dinosaur in their movies, she does another look around because she knows that when she comes and lands on Alan's finger in the park, people inevitably show up to film it on their phones.
And in fact, yes, a number of passerbys become flummoxed and amused at this 9-year-old boy holding a pigeon on his finger, seemingly conversing with it. And
All
so,
right.
yeah, the phones have all started to come out, and they've started taking pictures and
Look
and
sharp,
little videos.
Alan! Look sharp! This is our moment!
Oh, you're gonna be a TikTok sensation now, Mywa.
TikTok!
Yeah, you know, that's where they do all the funny dances.
Should we learn a TikTok dance?
Oh, okay, that'd be fun.
All right, that's for next time.
We'll do
And
that
then-
next time.
And then Omirah just sits there posing for the cameras as they film.
We'll get that next time, Almira. But I wanted to come here today because I really wanted to invite you to my birthday party.
Birthday! How old, Alan, are you turning?
I'm gonna be turning 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I turned 10 once. It
Wow.
was 69 years ago.
Oh,
Alan.
wow. You were 10?
No, Alan. They only expect my kind to live to 20.
Only 20, but how old are you?
I'm 79 years old, Alan.
You show him, Almira. What's the secret to your success?
The secret, Alan. Hold on! Do a quick Google search. Hold on, this is important. Hold on. Well, Alan, as my friend Robin Williams once said,
Wow.
our job is improving the quality of life, not just delaying death. And that is how I have lived so long.
Oh, wow, that's really smart, Almira. Thanks.
You got it, Alan. You've really
Yeah.
got it.
But I'm really excited for my birthday this year because
Where will you be holding it? At what venue?
it's going to be at the Safari Playground right here in the park.
Safari. That's very convenient, Alan. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm invited?
Yeah, it's going to be really fun because usually my dad is so busy around the holidays with his job. He has to travel a lot. He has to go to all different countries for his job. But this year, his conference is in New York City. So he's going to be able to be here this time.
Oh, Alan, what thrilling news!
Yeah. So I wanted my friends and all my animal friends and my dad too to all be at my birthday party.
I will be there, Alan. I will be there with bells on. And
Aw.
I mean that literally.
Oh, that's great. That's
Alan.
great.
Alan, is there anything you want for your 10th birthday?
Oh, you don't need to give me any presents or anything. I just want all my friends to be there.
All right, Alan. Now, big finish, and we'll turn back to all of the cameras, and I'll take my little beak and I'll give him a little kiss on the nose, and then I'll
Fly up.
flap off.
And all the people with their phones out go, "Wow, that was so cute!"
Thank you.
Hey, is that the pigeon from Sleepless in Seattle?
Yes! Oh, I forgot to put on my big coat as I left. There we go.
Amazing.
Okay. All right.
One of the film noir movies I watched in preparation for my character was Sunset Boulevard, and oh my god, Norma Desmond, like holy shit.
Yay!
Oh my god, that
Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Oh,
That's funny. Okay.
I don't know what was funnier.
Neither do I.
Go on.
All right.
Oh, God.
So he carries on. Oh crap! Where did I put it? Sorry. Hang on. There we go. Okay. He comes. Alan breaks off of the main path and kind of makes his way into the north woods in the northwestern corner of Central Park. He has to go a little cross-country for this one. But in time, he comes to a series of boulders, all piled up against each other. Geologists amongst our audience would recognize them as huge pieces of sedimentary rock left over by glaciers when they were retreating during the last Neolithic era. Now, of course, these boulders are all just used by teenagers as a place to smoke. So, Alan kind of makes his way in. Oh boy. Okay. And who does he find? Hi, Dio! Are you in there?
Alan, what are you doing out here? It's dangerous.
I came to find you. I wanted to say hi. I come find you every day.
Yeah, you sure do. What can I do you for, young one?
Well, I wanted to come invite you to my birthday party. Would you want to come?
I don't know, Alan. Birthdays are not really my thing, but seeing as though you're a nice kid, I think I can make an exception. Where's it gonna be?
It's at a safari playground right here in New York City, so you don't have to go very far.
Yeah, all right. I'll be there.
Oh, dear, that's so great. I know that it's not really your scene because you're used to like things blowing up and stuff, and I don't know that things will be blowing up at my birthday party, but there will be a blow up bouncy castle which you can go in.
Blow up bouncy house, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds like Blitzen's kind of party. You can count me in, Alan.
I think all my friends will really like you. I think they'll really like your eye patch.
Sure thing, kid. Sure thing.
Dio, can I ask you one more question?
Oh my god.
Can I ask you one more question before I leave you to your brooding?
Of course you can, Alan.
I learned today in school that Dio can stand up within 10 minutes of being born. Did you stand up 10 minutes after you were born?
Yeah, I don't remember that day. From what I was told, I stood up all right. I stood up to the man.
Wow. That's pretty impressive for a 10-minute-old.
Listen, kid. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of this city.
Okay. Well,
But
just
I'll be
don't
there
leave
for
before
your
my
birthday
party. Okay. All right. Thanks, Dio. Okay. I'll see you later. I'll see you at the party. Don't smoke too many of
All right,
those.
now.
They're bad for your health.
Boy, that kid's great.
Ned.
Oh, nothing like a last-minute Party City stop,
My
man.
God.
Oh God, the antlers.
Holy
The
shit.
antlers. All right.
Yeah.
At last, so Alan leaves behind the North Woods and heads into the Great Meadow, right across the way. And there's some like scattered bushes and shrubberies that he's after, but he knows the next friend that he's after usually likes to come and find him. And so Alan sits down in the middle, off to the side of the Great Meadow by a big line of bushes, sits down quietly, opens up his backpack, pulls out a book about dinosaurs, and just starts reading patiently for his next friend to arrive. And who do we see last, but certainly not least?
Bet you didn't hear me coming, did you?
Ah! Bunny, you little rascal! You get me every time.
Yeah, I knew I did. How you doing there, Alan?
I'm good. How are you doing, Bunny?
I'm good. No one's stepped up to the champ yet, but keeping my eye out, you know? Anyone messing with you, Alan? You need me to take care of anything?
No, but don't worry. If anyone ever does, I'll let you know, and they will be in for quite a hands throwing.
You got that right.
Is it lonely at the top, Bunny?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry, you cut out on me.
I asked if it's lonely at the top. Being the world champ must be hard having to defend your title all the time.
Oh God.
No, it is, Alan. But if anyone's up for the challenge, it's Bunny Kaplan, you know?
You said a mouthful there, Bloodle. But hey, I wanted to ask you a question, Bunny, since you know a lot about fighting. If two animals that fought were a great white shark and a crocodile, who do you think would win?
Where are they fighting? Are they fighting on land or are they fighting in the water?
They are fighting on the beach. So both.
We talking the shallows? We talking the deep end? Where are we talking? We talking on the sand?
They're fighting in a coral reef.
Ooh, that's a tough one. You know, I'm gonna have to give it to the great white shark though. You ever see those guys? They're pretty damn big.
I did. I saw this video where they were jumping out of the water eating fake seals, and they got really high up in the sky. I thought that they could swim, not fly.
Yeah, me too. You don't go too close to the water, Alan. You stay away from that water.
Okay. Do you think there's great white sharks in the reservoir?
I don't know. But I don't want to get too close to find out, you know?
Okay.
I never punched a shark in the mouth before. I will, though, if I have to.
Well, Bunny, you know that if a shark is ever attacking you, don't swim away because it will activate their prey drive. So make sure to punch them right in the snout.
Right in the nose, Alan.
That'll do it,
Right
Bunny.
in the nose.
Okay, good. I want you on my team if I'm ever in a shark attack.
You got that right, buddy. I got your back.
Thanks, Bunny. But listen, I'm really here because I wanted to invite you to my birthday party. It's coming up very soon at the Safari Playground.
You want me to keep an eye out for people trying to mess with your party?
I thought that it would be helpful. I thought that it would be helpful to have a security detail there. And so that's why. But I don't want you to be on the clock the whole time, Bunny. Try to enjoy yourself.
Oh, I'll enjoy keeping you safe, Alan. I'll take care of any shady-looking characters, you know? They got to come through the city champ.
That's why I think any shady characters will stay far clear once they know the world champ's coming to my party.
That's right. But
Well,
I can't
great.
wait, Alan.
Okay, well, I have to go because I got to do my homework. But before I do, I just wanted to give you one more warning, Bunny. And you can tell this to all the animals, too. But I saw when I was walking over here, one of those animal control vans. I think your nemesis, Dick Netman, might be about.
Oh. Good thing I got these fists ready, Alan. He's gonna find out what's coming to him. He's been stealing all my friends. I'm not gonna let him steal any more of my friends, Alan.
Don't let him, Bunny. Get him.
Just for the heads up, Alan. You stay safe. You stay sharp out there, all right? Keep your eyes
I
open.
always will.
Bob and weave, Bob and weave.
Bob and Bunny, Bob and Bunny. Here I go.
There you go,
Okay,
all right.
thanks, Bunny. Bye.
Bye, Alan.
Anta Renum Frau says Bunny Bouncer in the bouncy house.
Amazing. Amazing.
Was that Dick Netman? Is
Dick
that
Netman.
what we
Trev,
That guy sounds like a real net.
A net positive, if you know what I mean, or net negative, if you know what I
Net
mean.
negative, the dick.
that fucking
Yes. So, Alan at last leaves you, Bunny, and heads out of the park off to his various probably to do his homework after school. But almost on cue, all of you returning out back to your businesses, suddenly, a shrill cry cuts through the air of the park, loud enough for all humble folk to hear as the alarm is sent up. Just as Alan leaves you behind, you can all hear, help me! Oh, won't somebody help me, please? What do you all do?
Question, DM. Do
Yes.
we all humble folk know each other from life in the park? Or have we not
I
met?
think you would all, that you can decide for yourselves. I think you would be at least a passing familiarity with each other. It's a pretty tight-knit community of humble folk here in the park. So I think you would all have at least a passing familiarity with each other. But if you want to, decide for yourselves.
DM, can I roll a perception check to see whose voice that is?
Excellent. Yes, please do.
That's a 3.
He's only got one eye.
My ears are what they used to be.
I'm gonna hear a Southern Belle in danger, and if from like a perch in a tree, I'm just gonna go like, "That's my line," and then I'm gonna take off and do a little flyover,
flying towards the sound of the voice in distress.
Mm-hmm.
Tracy Stiletto is gonna spit out a little bit of her half-chewed hot dog. Damn it, I'm 2 weeks from retirement, and take off after the action.
That's great.
Yeah, deer will kind of come prancing out of his area. See what
yeah, so you try to listen, dear, and you try to focus your mind towards the sounds of distress. But as you do, maybe it's just the holiday season. Maybe it's all the tunes they've been blaring in the loudspeakers throughout.
Maybe it's all the
park.
explosions.
But yeah, all you can hear is the far drawn out sounds of air raid sirens and Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
My God. It's begun. And he'll come running out of the area. Hulking muscle just sprinting out towards the sound of the cries.
Awesome. Bunny, do you come running to the call as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
Vigilante's gotta answer the call, right?
Danger always calls vigilantes first. That's number one on the speed dial is Bunny Kaplan. So, yes, all of you rush from your hiding places and abodes towards the Great Meadow in the northwestern section of Central Park. And as you do so, there's sort of a crowd of other humble folk gathering in a little copse of trees off to the side of the meadow. Sort of making a ring, and as you make your way forward, pushing your way past red-shelled turtles and possums and porcupines and all manner of folk, worried folk who live here in the park. At the center, lying on the kneeling on the ground with two paws up over her eyes, is Dalmatia McLean. Someone familiar to all of you. She is a very well-loved and respected member of the humble folk community here in Central Park. A couple of years ago, Dalmatia had a cush job as a spokesdog for the FDNY Central Office right here in Central Park. But for whatever reason, a couple of years ago, she left it all behind to raise her pup, Skip, out on the streets of the park. Humble folk, oftentimes, as they so often do, they avoid prying questions and offer aid whenever they can. So Dalmatia's a very much beloved member of the community. What would you like to do?
Wait, so can we see her now?
Yes, so you've
Is
made
she
your
in
way.
trouble?
She's like, as you approach the inside of the circle, seems panic stricken and in extreme distress, holding paws like over her eyes as she cries, and then coming away, looking around in fraught panic distress. What would you like to do?
I'll fly in and land right on top of her head.
Dalmatia,
dear!
Oh, is that you, Omirah?
Of course!
Oh,
what is it?
Thank God
Who has done this?
It's Skip, Omirah. It's Skip. That awful, that no good dastardly bastard Dick Netman's caught him up in his big old scraggly net.
Not
Skip,
again!
He got mesmerized by a stray ball from the tennis courts and ran right into that old jerk's waiting net. And now I don't know where he's taking him off to. Oh, please, Omirah, please bring my boy back to me. I couldn't live with myself if something would have happened.
There, dear. And I'm looking around immediately for Bunny and Tracy, like the smaller, like, rodent folk who have the most run-ins with Dick Netman. I can always get away, but their kind are always getting picked off.
Yeah, and Bunny's like right up there, front row, and he's like, "That frickin' Dick Netman will get him, Dalmatia."
Oh, well, with the world champ on my side, I'm feeling much more heartened. Thank you, Bunny Kaplan, thank you.
Now, where did you see Skip last? Where did he get picked up? Did you see it happen?
Yes, it was right outside the, It was right outside the tennis center, not too far from here, by the shore of the reservoir. It was only moments ago. If you hurry, you may still be able to find clues from the scene.
Did somebody say clues?
Oh, Tracy, I knew you'd come to my aid. Star detective of Central Park. Why, with you on the case, my Skip will be back in no time flat.
Yeah, flatter me all you want. I'm a loose cannon, but damn it, I get results. Oh, that Dick Netman, he's just like the rest, only more so.
And then you hear the clip.
More of anything, Tracy.
You hear the clip clops of like heavy hoof falls as this hulking, it just stands up on its hind legs, and then it comes down to its all fours, and it's like, what was that sound?
What sound? You mean my screams of distress and anguish?
Yeah, that.
Oh, it was my boy, dear. It's my boy, dear Skip. He's been taken by that awful Dick Netman. You had the courage to go toe-to-toe with the Alligator Brothers in their very own sewers. Surely you're not scared of that old man in his net? Oh, please, dear Blitzen, do you think you could bring my baby boy home for Christmas?
Count me in.
Oh, my brave and valiant heroes. Thank you. As I said, he was picked up right next to the tennis center by the reservoir. If you go now, you may be able to find some clues.
Are you saying tennis center?
Yeah, a stray ball mesmerized my boy, and he went and chased it as dogs do. And he chased it right into the waiting net of that horrible animal control officer.
Quick! And then I look over at Deer, who very rarely comes out of his cave. Young man, would you, give an old girl a lift?
Sure thing.
And I'll and light upon one of your antlers.
Right there.
Right there. Yeah. And I'll point one wing to the tennis center.
So off to the tennis center?
The tennis center. The tennis center. And then we can see. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say he takes his hat off and just starts sprinting.
Hop, pew, 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 pew.
Like a bullet train, he takes off.
Off to the tennis center, and then we can find out what's behind this racket.
Oh, God.
Yes, the K pun, I was waiting for it.
D6 of damage.
Need a lift Tracy.
You know what? Now that you mention it, sure. And I'll just like clamber up here.
Yeah.
Very...
And then Blitzen just gallops off. Yeah.
All right, and off you go. Okay, so we have Tracy and Omirah riding on deer's horns, and Bunny beating the turtle to the tennis center. So off we go.
We got bingos. We got bingos in the chat already. Big Jasper 13 bingo, Sierra Berry bingo. Congratulations.
And Kazi. Woo!
We got tons of bingos. We got bingos all day. Congratulations to our. That's so great. I can't believe y'all make bingo cards. That's so funny and flattering. Thank you. All right, so we tear off. So you continue making your way through the park. Hang on, I had a map here. Loading. I did a bunch of research on Central Park today because I've only been there a few times. Okay, here we go. Great. So across the North Meadow, past the recreation center, and as you carry on, you begin to hear the sounds of those big metal monstrosities the humans are such fans of. As you come to the 97th Street Transverse, where a road cuts right through the heart of the park. And so you come to the edge of this street, crouching low in a series of bushes, as you're going to have to get across this transverse some way. But it stands before you, a raging river of metal, radio sounds, and pissed off drivers. What would you like to do?
It's not good.
Hey Ned, what's your movement speed real quick? Low.
30 feet.
Oh, okay. So I'm actually faster than you.
Nailed
throw
it.
that out there. Okay. How many lanes?
Looks like 3.
That's a great question. Hang on, 97.
The transverse has 2 lanes, one in each direction.
There you go. 2 lanes.
2 lanes of twisted hell on wheels.
Maybe there's a way we can get him to stop. Oh!
Sounds like it might be time for your moment in the spotlight there, Toots.
Okay.
It was a dark night. Speaking to no one in particular. Wait, hold on. Speaking to no one in particular, Tracy. It was a dark night in a dark city with darker secrets. One raccoon still has the gumption to find answers. But to find answers in the darkness, you gotta let some of the darkness in. Lucky for me, I'm nocturnal.
Did you plan all these out at the time? Okay, that's so
Tracy,
good.
are you talking to yourself again?
Luck favors the prepared there, Blitzen.
I like your thinking.
They just keep putting things in their mouth.
Yeah, I know. Just
exactly.
Okay, hold on. Okay, these cars are going so fast.
They
There's
are.
not.
So
Ooh!
to a grouping of small animals, yes, it seems they are moving very quickly.
You know, a cousin of mine out west says that if I step in front of a car, it'll actually move and hit me on purpose.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Okay. All right, listen up, everybody. There's a thing I could do. All right, this might be a crazy idea. What if I could piss off one of the drivers so badly that he stops dead in his tracks, but he doesn't know where the sound has come from? Oh no, the next car that pulls up, he thinks that this is a really complicated plan.
Go on, I'm all ears.
I'm trying to get the 2 cars to stop and have an argument with each other so that we can cross unnoticed.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Maybe one of them's a Mets fan and one of them's a Yankees fan.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. All right. Now I've got to try and catch one of these drivers. Let me see how much distance I have on the thing I'm trying to do.
Here, I'll help you. And Deer will put a step out with his antler and just deer in the headlights, look at the car coming closest to him and just go.
So you're stepping out onto the road, dear?
I'm gonna put my head out and like kind of a paw out to like make it stop like dead in its tracks.
Okay, great. Give me intimidation check.
Oh my God! Please, God.
Hold on, let me pull up my fucking stats here. Alrighty, that is a 19 for a 18.
That deer's as crazy as a couple of Walton mice.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you step out into the road. And are you trying to like menace them to stop, or just like?
I'm actually just trying to be a deer in the headlights.
I got you.
I'm just trying to be like, and like, hopefully the driver's like, ah, and like.
I got you. Sure. Okay. Great. Well, let's see what happens. Okay.
Oh Jesus.
So a driver is gonna.
Campbell, I think you meant, oh dear.
Oh dear. So you step out into the road, dear. And one of the drivers coming towards you, you could see they were texting on their phone, and they look up just at don't ever do it, kids. They look up at the last
shame.
They look up at the last possible second and see you there stepping out into the road. And you can see through the front window their face as they go, "Whoa!" And they swerve to get out of the way. And they swerve into the other line of traffic. And let's see what happens.
Oh my God.
Slamming into oncoming traffic with a natural one. So you originally, if your plan was you're originally trying to get one of these cars maybe to just pull over, dear, but like they swerve out of the way and slam into oncoming traffic. Steam starts rising up from the hood, and you see on the other car the windshield wipers still going. The guy that you distracted is like climbing out of his car with the airbags exploded, and the cars are starting to pile up behind on either side, and the horns are going, and they get out and immediately start yelling New York things at each other. So the traffic is momentarily stopped.
Hey, what's about you?
Yeah, as such as you are. So what do you all want to do? The traffic is momentarily stopped.
Well. And I'm just gonna start.
Yeah, Deer looks at Tracy and goes, "Hey, look!" And he points to the two guys that got in the accident, and one of them's wearing a Yankees hat, and the other one's got a Mets shirt on, and he just goes, "Looks like you called it."
Oh.
And he just starts walking. Holy shit!
So yeah, you make your way out onto the road, and the three of you who are a little bit smaller manage to make your way out with little problem. However, dear, as you make your way across the road, the one human who was driving, who you caused to swerve out of the way, they like whip their head around and they see you, this enormous cervid, crossing the street here in Central Park, and they go, they get like build up a head of steam. They go around, open their trunk, and bring out a crowbar and start like waving it around, running towards you, and they're gonna chuck it at you.
Oh my
God. That's a New York thing to do, though. That makes sense.
Sure.
Right? Does a 17 hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Yes, we're animals.
He like wings it. Well, no, let's not crowbar. Let's not say a crowbar. That doesn't make. Oh, it's the like ice scraper.
A lug wrench.
That you can,
oh, sure.
Like
yeah.
like a
the ice
long,
scraper. Okay, yeah.
Like a long, one of those big like industrial ones that you could like telescope out. But he brings that out and wings it through the air, and it kind of pinwheels and slaps into your rump as you just as you get to the other side of the street for 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh boy.
Ooh!
But otherwise, you have made it across the street. And you arrive
Deer
on the
will
other.
turn
Uh-huh.
after getting hit on the rump and just kind of look at him. And for some unexplained reason, there's a cigarette hanging out of its mouth.
He sees this. He like the human being seems like momentarily triumphant for landing this blow, throwing his ice scraper from the trunk. But then seeing this deer with a cigarette hanging from his lip, he like holds his head as if to say, "Oh man, I must have hit my head harder than I thought," and turns back to his business.
And then Deer, thinking that he intimidated him, is just like, "Yeah, that's right. Keep walking, punk." And then he goes back
Excellent.
across the street.
Wow, there was any number of ways you could have gotten across the street, and we chose violence. We chose violence, as we so often do.
First blood. Deer drew first blood.
So you make it.
Oh my God, Kazi just said in another universe, Daphne.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So accurate.
Oh,
So
it all connects.
accurate. See, it all connects. See, it all connects. All right, so you make it across the 97 transverse. You're on the other side, and you safely back into a more nestled part of the park amongst the trees and bushes and thickets. And as you make your way across and kind of gather and collect yourselves, anything, anybody, the moment is yours if you want to say or do anything else after having crossed the street.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking for clues. I'm gonna try to catch this dog's scent.
Great. Give me an investigation check.
Let me take a look. I got the, let's see, I got an eye for detail due to my inquisitive rogue archetype. And I can, let's see, oh, that actually doesn't help in this situation. Never mind. All right, I will make an investigation check. Lucky for you, I'm really good at those. It's in here somewhere. Wait, where'd all my stats go? Shit, wait, where'd all my I can't see anybody. Oh. This is a fresh new character.
Hang on, I bet I can find it in the Discord, KO.
Yeah, wait a second. I just can't see it. I think I just need to make this window bigger. Here, hold on. Let me zoom out.
I have a
There we go.
question.
Okay, I got it. Investigation.
Yes, Elmira.
It's Omirah.
Omirah, I'm sorry.
And I've never played a bard before.
Mhm.
How does bardic inspiration? Can I do that at any time, or does it have to be like in the throes of combat? Okay.
No, it takes a bonus action, but you can do it at any time. You know?
Okay. Go on.
All right. I put my nose to the ground and I try to get traces of that unmistakable puppy smell. I look for
the
the
unmistakable. Great.
I'm looking for that unmistakable puppy smell. I'm looking for uncontrolled bowel movements and kibble.
Great.
Is it, question, Trev, is there snow on the ground?
No, it is unseasonably warm this year.
Okay.
So the
gonna
ground
say-
is. Go ahead.
Deer would look.
This
for
city's going to
yellow-
the dogs.
Yeah, Deer.
Oh wow! If they
Ugh.
just
Yeah, Deer would be looking for yellow snow, as I was going to say, but
Oh,
Deer.
good call. Good call,
Deer
good
will
call.
instead look for he'll do the same thing. He'll kind of do a perception check for
Right.
urine, dog urine, or
Sure. Oh, all right. What'd you roll, Tracy?
That was an 18 for investigation.
Excellent. All right. So
Given that I am a hard-boiled detective.
you put your sensitive raccoon nose to the ground, and sniffing around for a little bit. There's a lot of sense in New York City. You know,
Ooh, soft
most
pretzels.
of them,
Not now, damn it.
most of them foul. But you've been in this city a long time, Tracy, and there's nothing this city can hide from you anymore. And so
Ain't that the truth?
between the sense of sewage and Wall Street cocaine, you do pick up something. The unmistakable odor of dog pee and leftover hot dogs from the vendor carts. A likely meal for a stray dog who relies on their cuteness to get the hot dog cart vendors to be charitable. And so you think you have the trail.
Listen, if I know that dog, he's got a big pair of brown eyes like big old saucers. He would have tried to get a delicious snack from one of those vendors. I think he came this way.
Where are the we're headed in the direction of the tennis court still?
Yeah, you're still headed towards the tennis center.
Okay. Can I see if I can like pick up the trail and see if maybe like in the direction of the tennis center it's like less strong? Like maybe he came this way and now we've like met the track, the trail, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, it's great. So it gets actually the scent gets stronger as you move towards the tennis center. So closer, at least to where he used to be, if that makes sense.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you're heading out. And Deer, what did you roll?
I got a 16.
A 16. Okay, great. So you follow Tracy. All of you follow Tracy along this, following this scent. And you finally kind of come out and emerge towards the tennis center. And you can see it's a hub of activity. Many humans in shorts that are too short and too white by half, making their way in and out of this building. And so you're a little wary to get closer, but you can still carry on the scent. And now that you're at the scene of the crime, if you want to give me another one, Tracy, to see what else you can find now that you're at the scene. Deer, as you look around, emerging onto the tennis center, you kind of poke your head up, looking around at the scene. If this is where he was taken, you're kind of looking around, and you see most of the place is dominated by human infrastructure. But there's one oak tree that up towards its top, it has a hollow in it. And so if there was someone humble living in there, they would have had a perfect vantage onto the scene to see whatever transpired. That's what you find.
Young man, walk me over to that oak.
Sure
And
he'll like kind of go over to the oak, and he looks up, and he just does that like horse thing. He like does like does a back kick against the tree to kind of like shake the like kind of like a knock, like.
As you do
with
that,
his
I'll
foot.
off of your
Yeah.
antler and like talons into the tree, and I'm gonna crawl up and see if there's anybody in there.
In the hollow of the oak tree.
Yes.
Great. Yeah. So
Anybody home?
Yoo-hoo!
yeah. So you make your way up the side of the tree and kind of peer into this hollow in the oak, and it's very dark inside. What? Yeah. So what do you say when you approach?
Yoo-hoo! Anybody home?
And as you peer in and look kind of down the hole, you see a familiar face, a local of Central Park, Morty O. Possum is his name, and
Mortimer, darling! I didn't know you had moved to this side of town!
I had to get away! I just had to get away!
Get away from what, dear?
Hey! They're always after me Lucky Charms! But they're mine, I say! I found them fair and square! And I'll never give up!
Right. Well, they're at it again, if you can believe it. They're in this side of town, the humans. They've snatched up one of our own. Did you see anything from your little hidey hole?
Humans! Oh, why do they do it? Why do they do anything? Why do they wrap themselves in clothes that just traps their farts in against their butts? Why do they do it?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Right. The farts, of course.
Omirah, what's taking
yes.
so long?
I'm working on it. Mortimer, focus.
Okay.
Mortimer, did you hear outside your hidey hole a scuffle recently?
Yeah, big scuffle. Little pups, Dick Netman on the prowl.
Dick Netman, of course. Now, which direction did they go, and how long ago was it?
Oh, not long ago. A kid got distracted by a tennis ball. I told him not to go after it, but he seemed like he knew what he was doing. You know, the young, so sure of themselves. But he ran right into that Dick Netman, and he took him off towards... fuck. I forgot.
1 moment, we're nearly there.
Pull yourself together, Morty.
Losing my patience.
And he took him towards the...
Dragged him off towards the Glenspan Arch.
The Glenspan Arch, you say? And I'll look down out of the hole. The Glenspan Arch, are you familiar, Tracy?
Yeah, Glenspan Arch. Isn't that where they filmed that scene from that movie Enchanted?
Of course! You know I was in that musical number that they filmed.
Yeah, I thought that might have been the case. These old movie dames, they're all the same.
Ever so, Mortimer. Is there anything I can do for you to make your new home more comfortable?
No, I'm done talking now.
Well, and I'll give him a gentle pat with my wing.
Twit of the eye.
Mortimer, is this a
Playing
real?
possum, so
I know.
I'm playing possum, so you'll go away.
Of course. All right. Okay. And I'll out of Mortimer's hole, and I'll land on your antler again, dear. Well, did you hear that? The Glenspan Arch.
Yeah.
That's apparently where that Netman went next.
Well,
Hey, Morty, don't leave town.
I wasn't even going to leave this tree.
looks like there's an arch with our name on it. Except my name's not Glenn or Span.
God damn it.
Great. And so we gather ourselves together to head off towards the Glenspan Arch. But before that, why don't we take a quick break?
Oh my God! It's happened so fast. It happened so fast.
It
All
really
right.
did.
So
Okay.
we'll be back at like 9:35. In the meantime, everyone, get yourself to at CriticalFayleDM on Instagram. Our most recent post is a picture of me and Trevor holding some dice. On that Instagram post, if you would like to enter to win the new Goon Names official shirt, the Great Skull sticker, and also the Modern Artifice dice, please comment on that with your favorite animal fact.
Hey.
And we'll be back at 9:35.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We hope you've enjoyed so far, and we'll be back soon, so don't go too far.
Bye.
Bye. Ew.
I'm dreaming of
Just like the ones I used to know.
Yeah, global warming's a bitch.
Be merry
Right. And may all
your
Christmases be especially the one of the winner of our giveaway,
Yeah.
who we have rolled and found to be Frankie Bruce 1104.
Yeah, Frankie!
Frankie! With the
Frankie,
fun
Frankie,
fact,
Frankie!
Polar bear's fur is clear, but due to the accumulation of clear hairs, it appears white.
That is cool. I think I have heard that before. Yeah.
Ah.
Thank you,
That is
Frankie
crazy.
Bruce. I, Campbell, will be reaching out to you on Instagram in the coming days to get your address and your shirt size and the color that you want, and we will get all of your prizes shipped out to you. Thanks for everybody who entered. We got so many entries.
Yay!
Thanks, y'all.
Team.
And Campbell, we'll probably be doing a giveaway each Monday, right?
Oh, yes. A
Yeah.
giveaway every time. for the
So come on
3
back.
or 4 sessions that this takes.
Because we can't help but give.
It's the holiday season. It's all about giving.
The holiday
It's
season.
all about giving.
Holiday season.
All right,
All right.
Trevor.
Yes.
Bring
we
us
doing
in,
so
DM.
far? How we doing so far, kids? We having a good time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We're learning. We're learning these brand new characters.
I'm having
You're doing
It's
great.
fun.
There's always a learning curve, but y'all are doing great. Really jumping
Thank
in this
you.
time. I'm having it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch. Okay. So we're back. So Elmira and Deer just had their run-in with Mortimer O'Possum, and he revealed that Dick Netman did indeed ensnare Skip in his net and took him away towards the Glenspan Arch. And the Glenspan Arch. I'm using real landmarks in Central Park, so it's like I'm doing a good job.
Glenspan Arch, dear. Do you know where that is?
You're damn right I do. Hop on.
Let's get hopping.
And away you go. So traveling back through the park, you travel a ways until back through some more thickly forested areas of the park, into the more pedestrian sort of paths region of it. You're coming away from the 97 Transverse and the wide open plains into a more forested area. And as you slink your way through the underbrush, you begin to hear the sounds of a scuffle coming from off ahead. You can hear someone cry out, "Let go of me, you dang bastard! I'll bite you into next week the second I get out of this net. You better pray that you got 9 lives just like a cat, because I'm gonna take 8 of them at least."
Looks like somebody's in trouble.
I think I'm going to immediately just flap off of hearing net. I'm going to flap off of your antlers and I'm going to go flying towards it. Quick! Come quick!
It did sound like Teddy. I didn't intend it to, but it did sound.
Oh my
Teddy?
god, the whole chat!
His chat is lighting up.
Just Teddy. It's not an animal at all. It's just
Holy shit.
Attacker himself.
They had to get animal control to contain him, says Moving JPEGs. Oh.
That's so
I'll
great.
grind you in the dust.
I'll grind you in the dust!
He'll be back before too long. Anyway, it is
Ain't
not
no country roads.
breaking through the brush. It is not, unfortunately, is not Theodore Booker that you see. But in fact, it is the pup of Dalmatian McLean, Skip McLean, entwined in a long dog catcher's net, and holding on the other end of that net, holding the handle. You see him, Dick Netman, the chief of animal control for Central Park. He's
Now,
got
are
big.
we
Go
at
ahead.
Glenspan Arch? Is that where we are now? Do we see?
Yes. So yeah,
Okay.
you see it, and he's got his car parked inside, like underneath the arch. You know, as the road goes over top. He's kind of like got it parked, tucked, hidden away, hiding down here in the dark of the actual arch. And he's pulling along the ground. You can see Skip entangled in this dog catcher's net, and he's pulling Skip towards his van. And as he gets there, he throws open the back hatch, and you can see arrayed inside a bunch of different kinds of cages. You can see he's got a couple of different humble folk in there.
Oh no!
But he lifts Skip up into the air and whirls the net around his head once, and then shunks it towards the back of the van, and Skip comes flying out of the net right into one of these they're like those metal animal carriers.
Yeah.
And he hits the back of it, and it jumbles around, and as he hits the back, the door swings shut and the lock clamps. And he comes back up to the bars, and he thinks, You can't do this to me. I need to go back to my mama. We're all each other's all we got. Don't you do this, Dick Natman. Help! What would you like
Deer's
to
gonna
do?
step out and is gonna go to Dick Netman and is gonna go, "Hey, Dick, why don't you pick on somebody your own size?"
Great, fantastic.
Dick.
He goes through 2 packs a day. Mind you, he's not smoking them. He's just flicking them.
Every time.
But Dick can't understand Servant, so all Dick hears is
Fantastic.
He also hears something like as Tracy comes out, like standing on her hind 2 legs with her big trench coat trailing behind her, and in Maypack or Birdfolk, I suppose, is the Humblewood equivalent of common. Goes,
Yeah, hey, go figure. Of all places to meet your arch nemesis.
I don't know how you do it, Kay.
Yay!
I don't know how you do it so quickly.
Do you do it?
it's
She's
you
the
know,
maniac.
really, I sold myself short. I could have asked for all sorts of cosmic powers when I made my Eldritch pact, but I just asked for good puns.
Good puns.
You know,
And bless you. Now we have a small
spent.
business.
I have a lot of regret.
And because of that fact, we have a small business.
I'm going to fly over and I'm going to land in Dick's hair. And I'm going to start stomping and pulling on his hair with my talons. And he's going to hear, like, whatever the fuck pigeons sound. As I say, as my friend Ethan Hawke once said, if you don't risk doing something foolish, you'll never do anything special.
Nice.
Wait, hold on. I have to
That
let
sounds
the
like
gaggle.
an Ethan Hawke quote.
I have to let the gaggle in on something. I called Campbell on the phone the other day, and Campbell was like, "I need to come up with bird puns. Who are celebrities with bird names?" And we came up with a couple. I was like, "Oh, Joaquin Phoenix, maybe. Like Phoenix is not quite a bird, whatever." So we're coming up with some. And then she goes, "No, I'm looking for but I'm looking for someone who's like a specific type, like an Ethan Hawke type." Ethan Hawke.
Amazing.
I jump scared my own self.
It was amazing.
Fantastic.
Anyway, Tracy's gonna launch her. Tracy also is gonna launch herself at Dick and go for the face scratch. She's gonna try to scratch out his face.
So we're launching. Bunny.
Bunny would like to drunkenly hop up
Naturally.
and dick punch Dick Netman.
All right, so we're all launching. Okay, great.
And while
Yes.
all of
Yeah.
that is happening, Deer is going to use where did it go? Deer is going to use he has a servant ability called Antlers, which allows me to charge him head on and add my strength modifier to my attack roll with a D8.
Very good. All right, we're about to get into combat here. So yeah, you all you see Skip getting thrown into one of these one of these cages in the back of the animal control van, and you see him turn around. Dick Netman. He's got a really like thin, wispy mustache, like Walter White, you know, at the beginning of Breaking Bad. And he's wearing, you know, his animal control outfit, that like tan colored shirt with the dark green trousers, and he's got a big net slung over his shoulder and a utility belt around. He's got big sort of like bottle, like what do you call glasses, Coke bottle glasses on, and a big pack on his back, you know, like a Ghostbuster. And he kind of turns around and sees you all like emerging from the forest. He turns around and his eyes go wide, and he says,
I can't understand your accent.
roll for initiative, please.
It sounded like you just said, Kim Kardashian was drinking a smoothie.
That is what
I could have. Omirah, is he asking if Kim Kardashian's just drank a smoothie?
Well, and he just asked if Kim Kardashian was drinking a smoothie.
What does anything have to do with Kim Kardashian?
Oh no. I got
Oh, yeah.
10. 10 for initiative for Tracy.
Okay.
Tracy stumbles a little bit on the tail of a trench coat, which is it's still here. It's on the back of my chair. It's just I was laughing too hard. I was starting to get a little warm. I was starting to get a little hot under the collar.
Hot under the trench coat.
Okay, let's see. We've got Tracy. We've got Omirah. We've got Deer. And we've got Bunny. Just get everybody in an initiative here. And we've got Dick Netman with 2 N's. Okay, initiatives, please. Where'd you go? Okay, initiatives, please. Bunny.
7.
Okay, 7. Deer.
19.
19. And 8. Omirah.
11.
11. And Tracy, you said 10.
That is correct, unfortunately.
That all works out just fine. Okay. So, he whirls around. He's holding his net in one hand. And Deer, we have you up first. Please go.
So Deer,
Please.
Deer just goes, "Oh, I got a fever, and the only remedy is kicking ass," and he just goes charging at this guy, and he's gonna use his ability Antlers.
Okay, great.
And it says you have a set of large, strong antlers that can be used to make devastating charge attacks. You can use your unarmed strike to gore opponents, dealing 1d6 plus your strength modifier piercing damage on a hit.
Woo! All right.
Additionally, if you move at least 20 feet in a straight line towards an opponent, you can spend a bonus action to charge them, dealing an additional 1d6 damage.
Ooh.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm like
Charge away.
I'm just going to charge at him, and I will roll to hit.
Oh no. Oh no. What is it?
It's a natural 1!
No!
Oh my god!
No! All right, Deer, you start charging towards him, but unfortunately the radio is on in his animal control van, and Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You" starts playing, and so you start having again your breathing gets labored and your eyesight starts to go spotty and yeah. You don't know why. You can't be sure
It's
why,
everywhere.
but for some reason this
I can't
Christmas
control the
tune,
sounds.
and you sort of lose yourself in the moment there, kind of caught up in the holiday spirit, as it were. Anything else, Deer?
No, that's it. That's the end of his turn.
Okay, great. All right. Terrific. Where did I put? Omirah, you are up.
Woo,
Tracy,
mama.
you're on deck.
Okay, so right on top of Dick Netman's head, pulling his hair,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say, as Dan Quayle once said, what a terrible thing to have lost one's mind, or not to have a mind at all. And as I say that, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Nice.
So he has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, great. That is a 4.
Yay! Okay. Hold on, the beats are pumping in my head.
The tunes are pretty powerful.
Yes.
But it looks like we still have you muted, Kay.
All right.
Indeed. I made so many great puns while I was muted. Oh my god.
Oh, dang it.
If only I could remember any of them.
So he is going to take 3 psychic damage, and he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
3 psychic damage and disadvantage on next attack roll. That's
Yes.
right. So you land on his head and start pulling his hair. And he like takes a few steps back and with his free hand like waves it over his head, trying to bat you away.
Peck, peck, peck.
Fantastic. Anything else, Omirah?
I will. Oh, I am going to yell over to Bunny, and I'm going to say, "You're only given a little spark of madness. You mustn't lose it." And
Very good one. That's a good one.
And I'm gonna give Bunny bardic inspiration.
Great.
So, Bunny, you have a D6 now for the next 10 minutes that you can add to a roll. You can add it after you've rolled the D20. So you know when you can use it.
Yeah, and that can be to
Thank you,
anything.
Omirah.
Attack roll, saving throw, ability check, whatever you like.
Bunny throws a wink Omirah's way.
She blushes like the pigeons in Snow White.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what a reference.
Good throw.
That's
good
great.
reference.
Thank you. I love Snow White.
Awesome. Okay, Tracy, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna take a swing at this son of a gun. Yeah, all of my attacks are styled. I have a police baton.
Oh my god!
I have a little baton. Maypac are famous for their tinkering skills, so I have a police baton that I fashioned myself. I also have something that kind of resembles a gun, but it's basically got hand. It sort of resembles a revolver, but it fires marbles and has a hand crossbow stats.
Gun.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go at him. I'm gonna go at him with my police baton, but we're gonna say
Okay.
that I'm all up in his business, trying to scratch at his face. And I say to him in my language that he can't understand. I say to him, I just had it. Shit, where'd it go? Oh no. Oh, maybe I lost it. Oh, there it is. I'd hate to take a bite out of you. You're a cookie full of arsenic. As she's scratching at him.
Great, roll the hit.
Okay. All right, let's see. My police baton attack is going to be 14 to hit.
Yes, that will just hit.
Doesn't suck. Okay, just hit. All right, everybody. We know his AC. Use that knowledge wisely.
Spoilers.
Okay. Let's see. So that's going to be minimum damage. 4 points of damage.
Okay, 4 points his way as you run up and whack him in the shin.
Am I flanking?
No, let's not. Oh well.
Because if we were, I would have sneak attack damage. I'll have you know.
Don't
Being
deny
as
this
I am
lady her
a-
sneak
I won't
attack.
deny you your sneak attack damage. I won't
Being
deny.
as I am
we'll
a denizen of the shadows.
Yeah, well, he's currently distracted with Omirah pulling out his hair. So yeah, you can sneak up to his shins, no problem with your police baton. Go ahead
well,
and do
then
sneak
in that
attack.
case, I'm gonna go ahead and do an addition. Oh my god, minimum damage again.
No!
2 ones on the d6s, so two more points of damage.
No!
Dang it. Okay, that's fine.
So
We're
six
woodland
total 6.
creatures.
So that for a total of 5, then. What was it?
It was 3 plus. It was hang on, because it was a 1.
3
so
plus
4,
2. So yeah,
so
so
2.
5 total.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
That math is mathing.
Math is mathing. There it is. Anything else, Tracy?
No, that is it for me.
Great. Yeah. So yeah, he's distracted with Omirah up in his hair, and you run up and just give him a quick rap in the shin with your police baton. He looks down and says, "Well, hit one of these." And carrying on, we are to his turn, and he is going to pull from his belt a rubber bottle with a bright orange cap, and he shakes it a few times and he points it, and I'm just going to roll to see here randomly how many people he's going to get as he sprays. So he is going to get, I'm going to say not you, Omirah, because you're on top of his head, but Tracy, Deer, and Bunny. As he whips out a canister of bear mace, he just starts spraying it wildly in all directions. All of you are going to take...
Do your worst.
6 points of acid damage. As the...
I have
the bear mace. Yes.
Okay, I have advantage on saving rolls against being poisoned, but but if it hits me anyway, I get, if there's not a roll for it, I do get resistance to acid damage.
Well, there you go. Great.
As a Maypack.
So then you would only take 3.
Yes. Is that the worst you got? I had a can of that for lunch last week.
I'll bet you did.
Careful what you throw out, Buster.
Okay, and then that, last but certainly not least, that is going to bring us in initiative order to Bunny Kaplan. What do you got?
All right, so now extra pissed off after just getting maced. I'm coming up and I'm nut punching Dick Nutman.
Dick Nutman.
Dick Nutman is getting. I'm using his balls like a punching bag, like a speed bag. Yep. Yeah, I'm also going to use flurry of blows. By the way,
flurry of blows.
So I'm flurry of blowing his ball sack.
Yeah.
So flurry of balls.
A little funny.
All right, roll the hit. Roll the hit.
All right, and that first one I'm using. No, actually, I'm just gonna let that miss. First hit miss.
More like flurry of blows. Am I right?
Am I right?
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, yeah. Okay, 16 for the second hit.
16. What was the first one?
It didn't hit.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So that second one will hit. Roll damage.
Oh God. That is 6 points of damage.
Nice. 6 points of ball damage.
Breaks the nuts.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking of. Has anyone ever seen that video of the hare? As someone on a farm is trying to, like, I don't know what they need the female hare for, but they're trying to take it out of its pen, and the male hare is just like going at it with his. They use their little paws like boxing gloves, and they just go like, brrr. Yeah. So, Bunny, you go to town on this guy's nether region, and he like swings forward. And he like lurches forward. Omirah, you have to like hold on as he goes whirling about. He did not like that one very much. Anything else, Bunny?
That's it for Bunny.
Okay, that is the end of round 1. We are back to the top. Deer, you're back up, recovered from your run-in with Mariah Carey.
Yeah. I can still hear her voice. It haunts me.
The first thing I'm going to do, DM, is he shakes his head and Deer just goes, and he's going to cast Second Wind, and he's going to recover some hit points.
Great.
So that is a D10 plus 3. So that's going to give me 8 points back.
Perfect. I think that's exactly how many you've lost so far.
Yeah, I think it is, actually.
How's that?
Absolutely. And then he's actually going to see everybody attacking Dick, and he's actually going to look to the van, and he's going to go, "Hold on, buddy." And then he's going to try the charge at the doors to the van.
Nice.
So I'm going to try again.
Charging the door. That's great. Yeah. Go ahead.
Great.
All right, here we go. All right, that one's gonna hit this time. That is a 24 to hit.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, so you go charging towards the doors of the van here. And as you smash into it, roll damage.
Yeah. All right, let me calculate this real quick because I'm using that charge and I want to make sure that I get that right. Okay, 1d6. Nice. Plus my
Look at him doing his D&D
modifier.
calculations with the cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
I know.
Damn it! If only smoking wasn't so cool.
All right, DM, that is 11 points of damage.
Woohoo! Great. Okay, yeah. So as you go slamming into the back, you see your antlers go through the two doors, the windows rather, at the back of the van.
Yeah.
And you see, like, with all of your fury and might, you leave a huge dent in the back of the van, dear, and you can see inside a bunch of the cages and things kind of like jumble around from the force of your impact. It's not quite open yet, but you think with maybe one more good blow, you could knock it open. Anything else?
Hang in there, you little bastards. I'm coming for you.
Grand. Excellent. Then we are moving on to Omirah again. Tracy, you're on deck.
Think about this. Okay. Okay. All right, let me do seeing deer charging the van. Can I want to like I don't know what I'm talking about, but I want to like give the help action in some way by like just flapping in his face.
Okay.
Is that a thing that I can do?
What are you trying to help who?
I want to make sure that Dick remains distracted as Deer is like getting into the van. Because
sure.
I assume that we're trying to now like get Skip and run.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to see that happening and like flap in his face.
Try to obscure his view and keep him distracted?
Yes.
Great.
I can also just make that another like vicious mockery attack if that makes more sense.
Up to you. If you want to try and do Mrs. Mockery, go for it. If you want to try to like obscure, why don't you try for like a grapple? If you want to try to like grab his hair or obscure his eyes or just keep him away, keep his head away from the van.
The goal, I think, is to grab with my talons onto his hair and then swing down in front of his face and flap my wings in his face.
Okay, great, yeah. Great, yeah, okay, go for it. Roll. Why don't you roll to hit?
Okay. Oh, and then, God! Roll to hit.
Uh-oh.
Am I adding anything?
It would be a grapple, so it would be plus your strength.
Oh, good.
Are you a strong pigeon?
8!
8, huh? Okay. Okay, great. So you do so. You like swing forward and like try to like flap him in the face. And you do so with a little too much gusto, Omirah, in fact. You throw yourself forward and start flapping your wings in his face, but the momentum carries his head and then the rest of his body with him towards the van. So much so that he's like waving his arms around, trying to get you out off of his face. So much so that he goes over and like smashes his head into the side of the van. But he is obscured, but he's closer to the van now. So cast failed successfully.
Daggone it. Okay. And then just from looking around, is anybody super hurt right now? If I look over at Benny and Tracy. Okay. Then that's it for right now.
Huzzah.
Yeah.
I'm tough as nails. I'm tough as nails. He ain't gonna take me down. Okay. All right. Tracy flashes back to when she was a young raccoon, barely old enough to have her mask yet. And she and there was one other raccoon who grew their mask very early, and a lot of the others made fun of that raccoon and called it Four Eyes. And she glances at his glasses.
Oh,
those
okay.
Coke bottle lenses.
Uh-huh.
And she's gonna try to steal his glasses.
Yay!
Okay, great. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Amazing.
Brilliant. Okay. Oh wow, that die really rolls. Oh fuck me.
Oh, that's a 5.
No. It's hard. Creature.
That's what I get for being a bully.
Dang it. Yeah, okay. So you start to like climb up him. And going towards his head to try and get the glasses off his face. But as you do, your one of your foot gets caught in one of the little pockets on his utility belt, and you're stuck for a moment, and which gives him just enough time to like clear Omirah's wings enough away from his face to get a good look. And he looks down and he sees you just like right here with your raccoon face staring up at him.
Gimme.
Overrated. And he
Excuse me?
and he grabs a hold of you and takes you off of him and throws you through the air against the side of the van, Tracy, and you are gonna take
Oh my gosh.
you're gonna take 5 bludgeoning damage as he
Oh my
lifts you
gosh.
off and throws you against the side of the van.
Ooh, that's smarts.
Okay.
Slide down.
Yeah. You can see some of the animals inside. Like you smash up against one of the windows, and you see the animals in the van in their cages look up at you and just give you a.
Aw.
Don't remember me this way.
All right, that's gonna be Dick. He is gonna come around again with
What a
his net, and having just thrown you against the side of the van, Tracy, he's gonna try to get you in his net. So here it comes with a big overhand swing. Please give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, these are my best. This is among my best kind of saving throw. Oh God, which die hasn't betrayed me yet tonight?
Oh no, it's not going great.
No, it's really not. Okay, that's a 13.
Oh, so he brings in one big overhand swipe. He comes around with the net, and all of you look on in shock as he just like scoops Tracy up. And Tracy, you're just like dangling in this, those like big fish net, kind of like dog catching nets. And you are restrained currently, trapped in the winding fibers of his net. And that is going to bring us to Bunny. What do you got?
All right, so extra pissed off now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing more nut punches, more punching bag nut punches.
Go for it.
I'll be like, Tracy, I gotcha.
Throwing those Kaplan left hooks.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna use
like this
my
family signature.
I'm using my bardic inspiration here.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, and that was a 6 on the die.
Yeah.
And that'll give me now an 18 to hit.
That does it.
yeah.
That does it. Yep. Uh-huh.
Get him, buddy!
Where's all my D4s? Here they are. I'm also going to use another key point to turn this into Flurry of Blows.
Spend them away. Spend them.
Yeah.
Spend them if you got them.
Okay, sweet. So that first hit was 5 points of damage. That was a 1 on my D4.
Okay.
And my second strike. Ooh, beautiful. That's a 19 on the die.
Yeah,
That's
that'll do.
gonna hit. And that is 6 points of damage.
6 more points. Okay.
Hot damn.
And that'll be it.
Okay, yeah. So again, you just you're swinging away, Bunny, and these are blows which would, in a title fight, your opponent would be on the mat already. But because it's a big human and you're just swinging little bunny fists, it's taken it's taken a little bit longer than you're accustomed to. But you don't just have the offense. You got the defense too, Bunny. You can go the distance.
You know it.
You've gone 12 rounds before, no problem.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, great. So then
Didn't
that
champ for nothing,
that is the end of round 2. We are at the top of round 3. Deer, what do you got?
Everything to lose. And Deer is gonna ram his antlers into the back of the doors again, trying to get them open.
Yeah,
All right,
okay,
here we
go for
go.
it. Roll damage.
All right, that's a 13 to hit.
13. Yeah, it is an inanimate object, so yes, that will do.
Okay, cool. And then
You're attacking the van, right? Not him.
yes, the van.
Yeah, go for it.
Yes. 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Okay, so you sort of cycle back, dear, and yeah. How do you describe how you slam into this van as the back of it goes flying open?
Yeah, so I think this time he kind of like he hits his antlers into one of the doors, and he just like twists his head as hard as he can, and the antler just kind of like knocks the door out of the locking mechanism, and now it's just kind of like just kind of open.
Perfect. Yeah, you kind of you find the right leverage, and with a swift twist, the doors go flying open. And the insides are revealed, and you can see Skip just inside in the most freshly activated cage. And he looks at you with his big puppy dog eyes, and he says, "Whoa, you're dear Blitzen! You took down the alligator brothers, and now you're here to save me?"
You're damn right I did, kid.
Fantastic. Anything else, dear?
Yeah, deer is gonna say, "Hang tight," and he's gonna action surge, and he's gonna turn to Dick, and he's gonna look at Tracy in the net, and he's gonna go,
"Why don't you pick on somebody your own size?"
Get
he's
him.
just gonna headbutt Dick.
Oh my god.
Okay, go for it. Yeah.
Would that be just a quick question? Because I'm not charging with the antlers. Is that like a unarmed strike?
Call it what you want. I don't know. Deers are sort of like, or the antlers are sort of like natural weapons. So if you want to call that like, a long sword damage or whatever, if you want to do a D8, I'm pretty fluid. Whatever you like.
All right, cool. I got to hit first, so let's try that. All right, that's a 17 to hit.
That'll do. Roll damage.
Okay. 8 points of damage with the
Nice.
headbutt.
You round about him again, and give him a swift headbutt, which sends him reeling back, and he actually like falls back against the van. He like catches himself on the bumper, and like the cage is behind. So he's like up against the wall at the back of his own van, and you see a small trickle of blood come from his nose. And he says, "Welcome to Ready Rainbow Games!" And we are moving.
Trevor!
I'm sorry.
I love it. And all this guy sees is a deer smoking a cigarette.
Oh my god.
All right, Omirah, what do you got?
Okay.
Deer, they're an untapped market.
Just to be clear, if I were to cast something right now that was a 15-foot cube, I would just hit absolutely everybody, right?
Yes, probably, yeah.
It's okay. Okay, question.
Yeah.
He was about to chuck these animals in the truck and drive away.
Yeah.
Do I see his car keys on his person?
Oh.
Are they in his car?
Oh. Great. Which do you want to check? In the car or on his person? I'll let you do one for free. If you want to do both, it'll cost an action.
Okay, I want to check the car first.
Okay, great. So you fly around to sort of the driver's side window of the van, and look inside. And in fact, you do see the silver keys jangling from the ignition, just on the other side of the window partition.
Yeah, are the windows open? Can I get in?
You could try to sneak through the back door, because Deer got the van door open. So you could try to swing through the back if you wanna.
Yeah. So I think I was like, and then I just hover for a second there, and I see the keys, and then I pull out and come back in through the back, and just like one big whoosh, and I go sailing like over all the cages.
Why don't you give me an acrobatics check to this is like it's like the Death Star trench, navigating your way through all the walls of all these cages.
Okay. Acrobatics, you said?
Yeah, sure.
14?
Remember, jack of all trades. You add 1 to anything you don't have proficiency in.
14.
Sure, I'll give you that. Yeah, absolutely. So you nimbly, you sort of like dip, dive, and dodge through the cages in the back of the van. And I want to
Don't worry, humble folk. Stay strong, as Larry Bird once said.
33!
Push yourself again and again. Don't give an inch until the final buzzer sounds.
As you're darting through, and you can see as you fly overhead, Omirah, you see the humble folk cheer as you fly overhead, especially Skip.
They like me. They really like me.
You notice
That's funny.
You notice very briefly, Omirah, but you can't spend too much time on it because you're in the midst of action. But there's a lot of cages back here, and a lot of them are holding, just humble folk. Some of them you may even know, but all are at least familiar to you, except for one container, which is not one of those cages. It's like a long plastic tube, and all over it are these like really strange symbols that you can't quite recognize. You've never been able to quite decipher the human writing. But this symbol, it's strange. It's sort of like its color scheme is that of like a bee or any other animal in nature that is meant to alarm you to danger. But you can't see inside this plastic tube. It's the only cage you can't see inside. But you do, you can't spend too much time on it. And so you carry yourself to the front cabin of the van. And you want to try and pull the keys out?
Yeah, I want to try and pluck the keys out and fly off with them.
Okay, great. You do so, nimbly grabbing hold of them and making your way back out the van. Again, you can see flying out that this like plastic container, it must once have been shoved up against the very back of the van, so right up against the, but with all of the excitement, with Deer slamming into it, and with him bouncing off the side of the van, it seems to have jumbled the contents inside, and so this plastic container is like inching towards the open doors of the van now. But you make your way back outside, and to a triumphant roar from the humble folk trapped in the cages. Anything else you would like to do?
That's it for right now. That's plenty.
Fantastic. Okay, great. So next up we have Tracy. So you are currently restrained inside of the net.
Yes, indeedy. Okay.
But is he still holding the net, Trev?
Yes, he still has the net. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, I think what I would like to do is just holster my police baton, and I'm going to take out a little piece of scrounge craft, which is my handy dandy revolver, which is just a little like, it's made of like sticks and gum and rubber bands. It's this thing that like sort of automatically pulls a rubber band back and launches marbles. And she's got like like marbles and ball bearings and like pretzel salt and whatever else she can get. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna first use my bonus action to do insightful fighting, which is a Maypac trait, where I make a wisdom or an insight check against a creature that I can see. So Dick, and contested by Dick's deception check.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I need you to roll a deception check, and if I can beat it with an insight check, then I can use my sneak. Then I can get sneak attack damage with my revolver.
Wow.
Okay. He rolled a 12.
You rolled a 12.
Yeah.
Natural 19. Suck it, Dick. Suck a dick, Dick.
Give it to him.
All right. So I'm gonna. And so now I got. Well, I hope I didn't just waste a high roll, because now I have to make my attack. So with my revolver, I'm gonna 15.
That'll do it.
Yay!
Okay. So I get to roll now 3d6.
Oh, 3d6, holy shit.
Get him, Tracy.
Okay, I see a
Show
6.
them
I see
the
a 5,
fury
and I
of
see
your
a
little
3, so
grabby
11,
hands.
15. So 17 points of damage against him.
Ooh, mama!
17?
That's a big one. God. Yeah,
I
think you want to describe?
I think I having discarded his glasses and deciding that lost cause, I load a ball bearing into my revolver and pull it back, And I go, choke on this, you son of a bitch, and pew, shoot it right at his glasses, and just ching, bounces
it
off.
shatters through,
glass
leaving
shatters.
it leaves like a clean circular hole where the marble just like pierced right through, and he like swings his head back and drops the net, using his hand to like come up and hold across his eye. Yeah, great. That is going
Does
to
the government benefits plan include vision insurance, you prick?
Okay, that is gonna bring us back to him. So he is going to, let's see here. He is going to raise one of his big boots. He's got, like big like steel-toed boots on. He's gonna try and bring it down on you, Tracy, while you're reeling from the revolver shot he just took. He's gonna try to give you a big stomp. Big stomp in the net. Gonna get advantage on this. Oh, wow. But that's no good. He rolled a 1 and a 5. So that'll miss. I bet with a 9. Yeah, I bet that'll miss. You got it. Yeah. But he like tries to raise his foot, but now that one of his eyes has been taken out by your revolver, he doesn't have any depth perception anymore. So he misses entirely. He's mirroring you now, dear. All right, that's his turn. It's going to bring us to Bunny. What do you got?
Finish him.
All right. I'm going to switch it up, and I'm punching him in the dick this time instead of the nuts. No, but actually,
the perfect
I got
strategy.
a question for you, Trev.
Okay, what's up?
I can
Poor
jump.
guy's just getting punched in the dick continuously.
Nah, he had it coming.
His name
Hold
is Dick
on.
Nutman.
I got
It's
to pull
better
up
than you deserve.
my facts here. I can jump I can base jump 30 feet and high jump 15 feet.
Great.
So I would
high
like
jump
to
15 feet.
Yeah. Instead of punching him, I would like to just jump straight up into his nuts with my head.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
like the knee of justice, like Captain Falcon's knee of justice.
Yes.
Show me your moves, Bunny Kaplan. Go ahead.
So I don't know what you want me to roll for that. Is this also just an unarmed strike?
Yeah, we'll just call it an unarmed strike. Yeah.
Okay. I'm good at those. Oh, that's a natty 19.
Oh, give it to him. Roll damage.
All right. I still only get a D4 of damage, but it's fine.
These things happen.
Jesus. All right. That's a 3 plus 4. That's 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. How's it happen, Bunny?
Yes! So, Bunny, after, speed bagging this dude's boys for a little bit, just is like, you know what? Fuck it. And he just crouches down and launches straight up like a missile and just head first into this dude's nutsack.
It's like it zooms in like Mortal Kombat and you see his nuts burst.
Yeah, finish him. It's like, and then you just see two little explosions above Bunny's head, and then Dick Netman just.
This will be the last in the line of Netmans.
Yes.
Haster the ghost says, well, the autopsy came back that he was dick punched by a rabbit to death.
and then we cut to a guy with shades and he just goes, looks like he was a real dick.
Yeah! So Bunny, with this final mighty blow, you hear he just goes, and he falls back, slamming into the back of the van, and he sends a number of cages spilling out from the back of it with the force of the impact. And you see, in fact, Skip's cage among them go out and drop to the ground. and then he just like slumps, like slowly, like a rag doll, just like slides down the back of the van and comes to rest his head lolling over against the back of his van. And you have defeated Dick Netman. Very good.
Deer steps up to Dick Netman and just goes, "Looks like you lived up to your name, Dick."
Yeah, and so as all of these cages come spilling out of the back of the van, one of them is Skip's, and he rattles against the cages now that the excitement and combat has come to an end. And he says, "Get me out of here!"
Is Tracy still in a net? Or is she
Yeah,
out of
but
her
you
net?
can climb your way out now that he's
Get me out of here!
I'm gonna go over to where Tracy is, and I'm gonna grab onto the net with my talons and just like try and fly upwards so that she can go over and try and jiggle the lock.
Thank you.
Good. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not a big fan of that limited range of movement. As I said, I like how my neck looks without a collar. So I'm gonna try to start using my scrounge craft and picking it up at all these locks and trying to get these.
Craft.
Deer's
That's what
gonna.
it's called. That's one of my specialties.
Mm. Yeah. So
Deer's gonna
trying
try
to
to kick the lock on that on the dog's crate. He's gonna try to like. Just
Well, let's
snap
see,
it so they can
That's
get
what
out.
Tracy is doing.
Let's see.
Oh,
yeah, if
okay,
Tracy
sorry.
Can snip the lock. What do you got, Trace?
Hey, dear, you pick. No, you kick. I'll pick.
Yeah. Ayo!
Ayo!
That's great. All right, you want to give me a
All right.
sleight of hand to get the
Yeah.
a
Let's
sleight of
do.
hand to like start letting all of the humble folk who have been captured by Dick Netman out of their cages.
Sleight of hand. I'm okay at that. Let's see what we got.
Oh yes, Dusty. Come here.
Oh, that's only an 8 on the die for a 11 total.
Yeah, they're not super. It's not super. Maybe to someone less practiced in tinkering, Tracy, this would prove a match. But to your fine people fingers, your finely tuned little grabby hands, it holds no sway, and you feel a satisfying tinkle as it pops open.
I think maybe I say to Omirah as she's like flying above, I go, "Hey Omirah, drop me those keys." And she like,
Clink.
Oh, perfect, yeah.
Grab me a little my grabby hands, and maybe I just like fumble for the right key, and I can start getting the right one.
Oh, perfect.
these.
Yes, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, you find one of the keys that opens up the lock. And Skip comes hopping merrily out, and as he does so, you hear again the voice of Dalmatia McLean coming up over on the wind. Skip, why you're all right. Oh, thank all that is green and good. Mama, you came. I'll never chase another tennis ball as long as I live. Well, at least until next week. And they run to each other and embrace, reunited finally after long last.
I feel like we all like we settle into a little picture with like Deer and like Tracy standing next to him and like Bunny, and I'll land on Deer's antler as we watch the reunion happen.
Yeah. Oh, and we're in that nice moment watching this family reconnoiter as an
animal control employee bleeds out underneath the
well, for a moment,
from the genitals.
Watching this heartwarming scene proceed, none of you notice as Dick Netman stirs for a moment. He lifts his head up and like rubs his temple, but then still not quite coming back to his faculties, passes out again. But his head rolls back this time and slams into one of the remaining empty cages still in the van, causing what's left to shudder. And that plastic tube that was perched so gingerly before falls, and you all hear it thunk, 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 as it rolls along the ground. And as it rolls, it comes up against one of the railings of the or one of the walls of the tunnel underneath the archway. And as it hits, the cap pops off.
Oh dear.
And emerging from inside Hang on.
An eldritch horror.
Oh God, is this where the connection comes in?
Yep. I was Diana the whole time.
Zip.
What's this? The cage to my capture loosened? And what's this? It's so warm.
And emerging from that cage,
Oh
from
my
that plastic tube, an enormous wasp crawls its way onto the pedestrian pathway. It unfolds its thick black wings and gives them a whir in the warm winter air.
Usually this time of year I'm forced deep underground. But since conditions are just so right, it only makes sense to make a royal visit through the park. You, subjects! You have done well to free Queen Vespa from her imprisonment. You will be given favorable conditions in my new world order. Lucky for you.
And she takes off into the air. And also emerging from the tube, you hear an overwhelming as a swarm of wasps emerge from the tube and start swirling their way through the air like an inky black snake darting its way across the sky. She calls out to her
Hive. Come! Oh, wait, no. Hang on. Is I here? Come! My subjects! Come! This world won't know what's waiting for it. We must find a place to break ground and build my kingdom anew! Fly, my pretties! Fly!
and she takes off.
Oh my God! Kazi says more like the queen in yellow. Am I right?
Oh no!
So that happens, and but other than that, it seems pretty successful. Dalmatia McLean looks to all of you and says, "Well, I can't hope to ponder out what all that's about, but oh, I am so grateful for you bringing the skip back to me. I hope we haven't caused too much trouble."
Not at all, Dalmatia. But it seems that the game is still afoot? That sounded bad.
Whichever way you turn in this town, fate sticks its foot out to trip you.
Oh gosh, I fear we may have kicked off a chain of events which could put the whole of Central Park in danger. But I guess only the future will tell. As long as I have my boy to see it through, I think we'll be all right. Isn't that right, Skip? Yeah, Mama. We'll be safe as long as we have each other. Family's what the holidays are all about. Let's not lose sight of each other again until the new year. That sounds real good now, Skip. Come on, let's get you home. Thank you all again so much. If there's anything I can ever do to repay you, all you need do is name it.
Thank you kindly, Oh God, I can't. You can't do Southern Belle.
I know. I'm sorry.
I want to do it so bad. Thank you, Dalmatia. We'll call upon you in our time of need.
Skip. Stay away from those tennis courts.
Oh, I will. I will not let the hypnotic allure of those funny green balls entrap me anymore. I've learned my lesson.
Yeah.
Are there
Try to lay
more
low for a little bit.
animals in
We'll
cages?
do. What was that you say, Omirah?
Are there more animals in cages that need to be freed?
Yeah, we'll say, you've gone around it. Now, once Tracy found the key, we can say that you've sort of let all the other animals out of the cages, and everyone is sort of now just kind of glad to be free and returning to their homes.
A Sierra Berry said, "Family will not save you from wasp sting-induced anaphylaxis."
Yeah,
that's true.
I think we're like, again, as we watch Dalmatia and Skip head off, and all of the other animals are kind of like scattering in their different directions, we're sitting there on the like open back of the truck, looking down at like a groaning Dick Netman. Ouch, Dusty. I wasn't. Do we now need to dethrone a wasp queen? Did y'all gather that was something needs doing immediately?
What's that tube say?
Oh, good question. We can't read human.
No, and this is a little cheating because we talked about it earlier. But if you did choose comprehend languages as one of your
Can I use
spells,
that to read?
yeah, you can use that to understand text as well.
Okay, great. So then I'll yeah.
Tracy like pushes Omirah aside. Are you in need of an investigator? And she steps up and tries to read the script and says, "I can't read this."
One more step back, dear, and I'll focus, and I'll start hearing the songs from American musicals in my head.
Yeah.
And as I'm like reading whatever's on the canister, it'll be like a little piece of like cats will come through, and like I'll pick up a word like a little piece of like another like Broadway music.
Fiddler on the Roof.
Yes.
Like no
And I'll
business I know.
and that's how I'll piece together what's on the tube as I cast comprehend languages.
You do so, and so the shapes and colors and symbols all swirl into something a little more manageable for you, Omirah. And as understanding comes into your recollection, the tube says there's a black and yellow sort of skull and crossbone symbol on it, and right next to that, on a white backdrop in big red letters, it says, "Do not open. Murder hornets inside." And just as that comprehension comes into your mind, you hear from behind you the sweet, somber sniffles as Alan walks up behind all of you. His eyes are a little red. He's crying a little bit as he walks up to all of you.
Alan, what's wrong?
You all right, kid?
It's my birthday party, Omirah.
What happened?
They say we have to cancel it because there's a hive of murder hornets in the safari playground, and no one can be there until they're gone.
My God.
And we'll pick it up there next time.
Flip that cigarette, Ned.
Oh my God, Ned, that was so good.
My God.
So there you have it, folks. Thank you. That is our first episode of A Very Humble Holiday. I hope you enjoyed watching. I had a really fun time playing. I hope you guys did as well.
Oh, that was
oh my God, it's so much fun.
And so, come back next time. We have to figure out this situation with Queen Vespa and see if we can't save Alan's birthday party. His birthday
Same
party.
time next week, right?
Same time next
sir.
week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mondays until the middle of December. We will see you same goon time, same goon channel.
Yes, and don't forget, if you're in the Philly area this weekend, that is the weekend of December 1st, in the year of our Lord Cthulhu 2023, 4 out of 5 of us are going to be at PAX Unplugged at the Modern Artifice booth. Come say hi.
Yes.
It's going to be
Yeah,
a
to
grand
see some of
old
you there.
humdinging time, folks.
Yes, and congratulations to the winner of our giveaway. We'll be reaching out to you on Instagram, and we'll be giving stuff away every week.
And until next time, don't leave town.
Thanks, everybody. Please take the rest of your nights with advantage. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Sayonara.